Hey everybody, how are we doing? Hello, 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 hello. How are we? How is everybody today? Yes, right, so we need to get battery in. Whiskey, purples and cookie, hello. Whiskey, purples and cookie. Whiskey and... Now, do we have whiskey and purple cookies, or do we have cookies and purple whiskey? It's the question. It's the question. That is the question. How is everybody doing? How are you all? Happy Friday. Hope you are all well. I have put in... I thought I'd stretch my funds this month. I have put in an offer for that homunculus for Golden Demon. So we'll see how we're doing. We're having purple whiskey cookies. Oh, there we go. That's how we do it. Purple whiskey cookies. Not whiskey and purple cookies or purple whiskey and cookies. Purple whiskey cookies.
Moo Christopher, how are you mooing today? Moo.
So, I've been... I've been watching... I've not been watching particularly, but like... Andy Wardle paints his Lumineth Realm Lords. And they look really good. Where are they finished? So it's just, again, it's just the elves. Oh, adverts, of course. None of the spirit stuff.
Domino's doesn't do things by halves.
Stupid adverts.
Get 50% off pizza.
Once the Rhinox hide stage was done.
So they look rather cool. I like them. Like I say, the spears and Eltharion are just awesome, aren't they? So yeah, I watched that video again. But now I'm hungry. Well, you need purple whiskey cookies. That's what you need. Purple whiskey cookies, clearly, is what is needed. Somebody needs to invent those. Somebody needs to make purple whiskey cookies. Right, so we are going to paint some Lelith today. Hey, purples.
Lol, that's why I have YouTube Premium. Tired of the crap ads that don't even pay the creators properly.
True. I can't afford YouTube Premium. So all good. Yeah, how is everybody today? I don't know why that one's over there. Why is it over there? Have I lost a bit of focus there. Painting. That's a bit better. That's a bit better. There we go. We do now, however, have to refocus. Okay. Heavily remind. Well, it's because they are high elves. It's because they are the high elves. So they're the white, gold, and blue high elves. Yeah, I just like elves. So I just like the elf aesthetic. So right now we do have with this one with Lelith, we do have an issue with her skin. As you can see, it's a little bit not very good. So we're going to need to address the skin, which shall be interesting to try and do. And I think what we can do with the skin is create a glaze. And try to... Oh, I haven't put music on. I'm sorry, Twitch lady. How are you, Twitch lady? Good morning. Yeah. I may well, once, so between palette cleansers, between this as a palette cleanser, I might get some of the Ideneth out. And then also the skeleton.
I think Lelith's problem is a bit worse than her skin. She lost her fracking head.
She's lost her fracking head. She has lost her fracking head. But if I put her head on, you can see if I put her head on, I can't get to paint anything. So it's going to have to be paint everything else and then glue her head on. And also, if I glue her head on, I'm not going to be able to paint all of this. So we're going to have to paint all her hair. We can paint her head. We can paint her face when it's glued on. But yeah, that's a nightmare to paint. So we are leaving her head off. Hey Tobes. How you doing, Tobes? Thanks, Twitch Lady. Hello, Twitch Lady. Twitch Lady, give us a song.
Fuck Erebus.
Yes, indeed, Twitch Lady. Twitch Lady is on it today. She is on it today. And of course, you all distracted me, so I haven't put the music on either. So I'll have to put the music on in a sec. Okay. How are you, Tobes? So yeah, I'm trying to... Music, yes, I've got to put music. Let me just do this. Let me just do this. I'm trying to, she does need to be very pale. Music, yes, music. Toby, how are you? Yeah, so I mean, I stumbled on this a while ago, and I was like, they just look cool. Like, I just like elves. Elves are cool. Like, the aesthetic of most elves are cool, and just because, like, I don't like. Hey Tristan, how you doing? I'm not a look. I was just talking about elves, Tristan. Like, I like Ideneth, but I don't like the turtle. So that's fine. So I like Lumineth, but I just don't like the cow. So maybe that's fine. So maybe I should be a little bit less fucking Lumineth and a little bit more. Well, I like Lumineth. I just don't like the cow. So maybe I just need to grow as a person and be a bit more realistic on, well, I like that, I just don't like the stupid cow. In the same way as I like Sylvaneth, I'm just not a big fan of the stupid tree riding a beetle, and I like Ideneth, I just don't like the stupid turtle. So all the elves have something that I don't like, apart from Daughters of Cain. Actually, I don't think there's anything in Daughters of Cain that I don't like, and hopefully the Umbraneth don't have some weird. They're going to end up... Oh, it'd be amazing if they had, like, a black cat. If they had a Black Panther. If they had something like a Black Panther, that would be super amazing. But... Is there anything in Daughters of Cain that I'm like, meh? Don't think so. Is there? Is there anything in Daughters of Cain that's like, meh? Oh, we're on Daughters of Cain. Is there anything in Daughters of Cain that's a bit meh? Oh, I don't like the... I mean, this is tiny. I don't like the face masks. Doomfire Warlock's not a big fan of. No, Daughters of Cain are actually pretty cool. The only thing I don't like are the face masks. Don't like the face masks, but that's fine because you can just put the normal heads on. Bloodwrack Medusa is amazing. Marathi is amazing. The heart renders are amazing. The annoying thing is that you can't have Crethusa the Croneseer with heart renders, because you want to have a regiment that's all fly winged stuff, but you can't put the heart renders with Carutha, which sucks. She can only have like Melusai, I think, or Sisters of Slaughter or something. which sucks. I was going to have a blood rack Medusa with all the snake ladies, Carutha with the heart renders, and then Marathi with some witch elves. But you can't do that. They don't have anything that's not half elf. That's very true. Yeah. To be fair, I love Skaven more than life itself, but Eshin do nothing for me. I really like the Eshin. The Eshin are my favourite ones, but then that's because I like assassins and rogues. Like, they're the, if I was to do Skaven, the fact that it's in chaos is dumb. If I was to do Skaven, I would do all the Eshin shit. Like, where's the Eshin? Look at that dude. He's badass. I do all of that. So yeah, it's funny. It is weird. It is, well, it's not weird. I do find it interesting how people. It's really annoying that these are down to 16. Ugh, just make them 20. Why are you selling 16 sets of dice? Yeah, it's really interesting how people kind of shift to things. So arguably, with that being said, arguably I should have Daughters of Cain because there's nothing in Daughters of Cain that I don't actually like. But I've got Sylvaneth. I've got Sylvaneth and Ideneth before Daughters of Cain, which is I think I can't remember what the argument was for Daughters of Cain. I think it was like everybody has witch elves, and I didn't want to do all the daughter stuff, but I didn't want to be stereotypical. But I do like the Ideneth. Anyway, enough of that. Let's paint. So yeah, I just thought that was interesting. Yeah, music. Yes, I shall music. I shall music. How is Diablo? How's Diablo, Toby? Toby. How are you, Tristan? What are you working on? Are you...
Lol, instead of saying, I shall, just clickety-click the buttons, Christopher.
Clickety-click the buttons. I'm on it. I shall clickety-click. I'll clickety-click just for you, Twitch lady. Clickety-click, clickety-click. Clickety-click, clickety-clack. I have clickety-clacked, Twitch lady. Yeah, put the music on. Look, to keep building bases. Oh, he's building bases. Are you pleased with Techless? Techless? Is it Techless? Are you pleased with Techless? I can't remember whether it's Techless or Tyrion. It's Techless, isn't it? Are you pleased with Techless, Tristan? Is there any lore for the Umbraneth that might suggest what big creature they're going to get? Are they going to get like a Hydra or a Manticore? And are they still going to be Order or are they going to be Chaos? Still not sold on my pose. I like it down at the bottom. I like it underneath the wing. I think underneath the wing looks great. You've just got to get the... logistics right for how it fits. No, mate, not that I know of for law. Okay. That looks better. She's a bit more pale now. She was a bit too tanned before, and also a bit too yellow. I'd got a weird yellow highlight creeping in somewhere. That was one of the skin tones. I think it was Cadian flesh tone. It ended up looking a little bit too yellow, so we're just desaturating. Yeah, you've done a good job with Teclis, and also done a good job with the stupid spirit thing. I wonder what other heads would fit that. So I would go floaty, however, I would run a pin somewhere all the way through him so that he slotted into it, and then you can take him out when you're not playing with him. So I'd find one area that touches and just run a big brass pin. Doesn't need to be a big thick pin, just a thin pin, thin brass pin. Through that area. Gosh, there's a lot of skin on Morathi. Well, speaking of, I got Morathi out. Morathi is now out on the end of the desk. So at some point we can look at Morathi. And I think she would be a perfect model to do true metallic metal on as well. Really play around with contrast on true metallic metals.
Great. Focus! Focus!
Thank you very much, Purples.
Focus!
Cape twice and the hair. Thanks, Purples. Try and be really smooth with this skin. Did we say we were going to give her toenails varnish? purple nails. Can only be Teclis as the cowards at Games Workshop didn't give Tyrion a model for AOS. Do you think Tyrion will come with the next round? Tyrion is the fighty one, right? Teclis is the magicy one. He's not very present in the lore. He's blind and sees through Teclis' eyes, and other than that we don't know much when he's the actual deity. What was he in the old world, though? What was he in the world before it was blown up? I thought Teclis was the the fighty one. The fighty brother. Or were they both wizards? Now, do you think if I made her feet dirty on the soles, it would read as being dirty on the soles? Or do you think it would just look rubbish? Teclis is a smart one. Tyrion is the dumb, horny, fighty one. There's a dumb, horny, fighty one. Hey, how you doing, Gonk? Yes, 'tis indeed Eve. I used to play years and years and years ago. I was crap at it. I wasn't very good at it, but the music is A, really chilled out, and B, royalty free. So it's been my stream background music for years now. Just left the space mine for the painting mines. Oh, Eve. Yeah, I didn't play. I didn't play a lot. I didn't play anything like I played EverQuest or anything. I played a little bit, and then somebody held my pod to ransom, and I stopped playing. I didn't quite get into it as much as EverQuest. And that was years ago. We're talking like 20 years ago. And yes, now I paint. So we're doing a couple of models for Golden Demon at the moment. Be right back. No worries, Tristan. You are, after everything you've pulled the last couple of days, dude, you are allowed to BRB. You're a sneaky influencer, Tristan. How are you doing, Scout? And Purple's on the lurk as well. Everybody's BRB. All good. Excellent, dude. I've got the sniffles. Now I think we are glazing a little bit too much of a yellow tone on this. I think we need to stop. I think we actually need the magic of Bugman's Glow. I think we need the magic of Bugman's Glow. Which is arguably a bit of a colder tone. Have I got a cold? No, I had a cold. Cold is now gone. I'm just sniffling at the moment. Just for a second. It's not conducive to having a cold. Just a random day sniffle. Yeah, that's a better tone, isn't it? Yo, Jet, how you doing? And we got a Hendarian. Hello, Hendarian. Hendarian, we are painting more elves. We're just shifting the skin tone slightly because it was a bit too yellow. So we're just very slowly shifting the skin tone a little bit in the shadows. How are you, mate? So there, that ab, for instance, was a little bit yellow. Same with that one, we can just glaze that back a fraction. Just cool the skin tone down a little bit. Going on holiday, so no painting, but hyped after, just no idea what to paint. Oh! Yeah, I've had a few, like, Golden Demon ideas. But ultimately, painting this dude, I've just gone. Oh, okay, well let's do a triumvirate, the Drakari triumvirate, real space raid threesome. I'm hoping to get the old Finecast Homunculus as well, because that's a Finecast Archon. And the new Lilith is just beautiful as well anyway, so. And then we'll have the 3. These are pretty cool. Well, thank you very much, Hendarian. It's appreciated, dude. Yeah, because I've got time. We don't know when the next Golden Demon is or anything. Because I've got time, I just thought really get to grips with it. And also it's good for the channel to sit here and paint to this sort of level rather than painting tournament standard army things and trying to smash them out. Are you going to sculpt something again, Hendarian, or are you going to do a conversion and then sculpt the bases like you did with the... Was it the Striking Scorpions he sculpted the bases? Yeah, I'd imagine it will be at Spiel again. I'm just wondering whether there'll be a UK Games Expo one as well. But I will endeavour to make Spiel next time. I'm not sure really. I really like they might restrict entirely custom sculpts, and knowing they release the rules quite late, it's a high risk. Yeah, I don't know. I can't. I don't think they should. But it needs like careful policing, like the dude who 3D scanned Kado and then just flipped it and 3D printed it. Is one of those kind of grey area things. But if you ban sculpting, you then don't get things like Owlbear's Orc. And they've already banned collaborations, which probably needed to happen. Just not 550-hour projects. So the Golem is an interesting one because the Golem is Lord of the Rings based. So they have. So I asked this about a tournament because I wanted to go to a tournament. I go to tournaments at Warhammer World, and the Lord of the Rings stuff is very particular underneath the license that they have. So they have a license through New Line and the Tolkien estate. So through the Tolkien estate they can create characters in the world, and then through New Line they can create characters around the films. Gollum was in the film. Gollum was a New Line creation of his look, and the Gollum sculpts, all the sculpts that are from the films, have to be sent off to New Line for confirmation. So they're the exact models which have been confirmed as okay for New Line. So I think it's just the Lord of the Rings side. If you stray too far from the Lord of the Rings stuff, Games Workshop get into a little bit of muddy waters if they start promoting it. So if that guy got a gold, then they could get into. I know the specifics of the license, but I don't know kind of what the muddy waters might be. So they might get into muddy waters for promoting the fact that some guy won a gold medal in their painting competition for a model that wasn't approved by New Line for a New Line IP, if you like, because New Line created the Gollum sculpt. They created the Gollum animation, if you like. And the same way as when I was trying to enter a Lord of the Rings tournament at Warhammer World, I emailed and said, look, I want to enter Smaug. I'm going to have, my army is going to be Smaug and a dragon. And the way I have it in my head is that your Smaug model is going to be representing Ancalagon. So I'm going to paint it like Ancalagon. And then I want to use a dragon from Warhammer range and represent that as Smaug. So paint it up and represent it as Smaug. And they said, yes, you can do that. You can bring it down. It's completely legal to bring down and play at the tournament like that because they're both Games Workshop models, so that's legal, that's fine. However, you wouldn't be able to get a Best Army nomination for it because a Best Army nomination then goes onto the internet, and then again you get into muddy waters with New Line because because the Warhammer Dragon isn't a Lord of the Rings isn't under the Lord of the Rings license. So if I wanted to do that, I would have to use the Lord of the Rings dragon, which is shocking. Yeah, so they said, yes, you can do it. It's legal because it's Games Workshop, so you can use it at Warhammer World, but we wouldn't be able to nominate you for Best Army. And they were like, we know you're going to want to go for Best Army because we know what you're trying to do. So yeah, the Golem one, I think, is a very particular case, and I don't think that sort of stuff is going to translate across to other categories. However, that's the sort of stuff that can run amok in the community kind of thing, if you like. So people can say, oh well, they disqualified Golem because the guy sculpted it, so that's clearly going to happen with everything else. Yeah, the Lord of the Rings stuff is much more susceptible. It's much more susceptible to things like that happening, and you have to, if you're going to enter the Lord of the Rings category, you have to be respectful for the sculpts and everything, and don't veer too far away from them. However, 40k, Age of Sigmar, and things like that, because that is Games Workshop's controlled IP, as long as you stay within the controlled IP and you're not painting a blue orc or something, I think you'll be alright. So yeah, I think you'll be alright. The Wraith Knight, the Wraith Baron, was a cool idea. I really like that idea, and it will be a shame not to see stuff like that going forwards. I didn't realise, however, that you sculpted the entire thing until I saw your Instagram post about it. I thought you'd sculpted some of the parts and then added it to the Wraith Knight, but yeah, it was proper cool. All sculpted. Insane, dude. Absolutely insane. Really, really nice as well. Really cool. So yeah, I would be a little bit more confident to sculpt something for 40k than maybe you are thinking at the moment. But that's just my opinion. That's just my thoughts on it. Maybe they will maybe playing devil's advocate. Maybe they will like, well, if we're going to do it for Lord of the Rings, we'll do it for everything, and then it makes it easy, and we're not going to get asked questions. We're just going to say no custom sculpts, and then that just kind of gets through everything. But I can't see that happening. And who was the guy who sculpted the? I can't think of his name now. Who was the guy who sculpted the Nurgle one a few years ago? That was beautiful. That was gorgeous as well. Okay, that looks better. That looks better. Try and Maxime, there we go, that's it. Yeah, Maxime, that Nurgle one was beautiful. He sculpts really well. But they've got to be clear on what the criteria is going to be, because if they are getting kind of judges in who are just community members and aren't painters, and I've always thought that the best painters, if the best painters paint a model, that model will always rise to the top. It will always be like, even for sake of argument, an uneducated painter can spot that a really, really well painted model is better painted than a well painted model. But if the community, if the people who are judging it are looking at it under different metrics, like, okay, that's cool, but that one's really well painted, but I like the cool one, then we need to sort of know that. And I think we do. I think we're starting to see that now. I think we're starting to see a little bit of consistency in the judging. So the top painters who, like you and me, who are painting for trophies and things, and Rich Gray and Andy Wardle and Maxime and Owlbear and everything, we can adjust the painting style and the kind of the composition and the idea, the concept of the entry to fit that. So maybe it's not good enough anymore to just get a model and paint it really well. There has to be something else around it for entry. But really well done with your silver as well, that Necromunda. I think I've told you already. That Necromunda one was gorgeous, mate. Yeah, I think it has to have some impact. I mean, that's another reason why I've changed this red. So I don't know whether anybody's noticed, but I've changed this red. This is the old red which I was painting, and even that's had a little bit of a glaze. But I was doing a cold red before with like Wazdaka red and Corn red, whereas now I've gone for a much richer saturated red, so that it has a bit more like wow impact. It's still painted the same kind of quality, but it just has more saturation, for that sort of reason. And it's not the, I don't think I'm not going to particularly do an heavy metal painting style on it, but I'm just doing a bit more of a artistic license, highlighting with colour rather than highlighting with white. I'm still keep it clean, obviously. You still have to paint them really well, but sorted out, because this neck is a mess. I have to brace that. So I'm looking forward to seeing what you do anyway, Hendo. You've got a super clean painting style anyway, so. that's the homunculus I've tried to pick up, Hendarian. So that's the third character for this little unit, and it's going to be laid out a little bit like Andy Wardle's Warlocks. Hey Heather, how you doing? Hello, hello. Yeah, hopefully again it's fine cast, but it looks like a really clean cast for the major bit which I need, which is this body, and then the arms. The arms I can swap out, but I do want to use the casket of flensing. Everything else I can swap out. No, not yet, Tobes. Not yet. I have put a rather low, cheeky offer in. I thought I would stretch my funds a little bit and just put a cheeky offer in. So we'll see what he says. How are you, Heather? How is the Hand of Iron today? Old Puffer. I'm down one arm and up 13 years from that. So yeah, Tobes, we're gonna try, and then we'll see what he says. We're painting Lelith today, as you can see, Heather. Just trying to smooth out some of the skin. If not, I may have been out of it. So fast, I can't remember. She's awesome. Thank you very much. Yeah, we are. This is a golden demon plan. So she's going to be a little bit of a diorama with the Archon. So we're going to have the Archon at the top, Lelith down here, and then a homunculus even lower. So 1, 2, 3 on a base. Need to decide what size base though, and then we're going to do a stairway from Kimura, so like a really dark, dusty black staircase with some wraithbone brambles and things. And yeah, thanks to Toby for even reminding me that there was a homunculus. And this boob is really annoying me. This Lilith's breast is causing me all sorts of hassle. Might get to a stage where we have to start again. It's for Golden Demon, yes. Yes, so Archon, Lelith, and then a homunculus. And this is the homunculus which we're going to get. We're going to use that homunculus, but with an arm swap. So we're going to swap some arms out. He probably won't be quite as T-shaped You'll probably be a bit more like arms back and floating aggressively rather than come at me, bro. So yeah. So it's these two. It's these two like that, and then a homunculus down here like that. So that's what it'll look like. Just not this homunculus. We'll use the other homunculus. I might get another one of these just to kind of pull some parts from. But I like that pose better. I think, anyway. We'll see when we get it. If I get it and it's not very good, then I might have to use a plastic one. Yeah, this is Finecast. So Finecast at painting at this sort of level with Finecast, as long as the Finecast is okay and it's not like and you can swap the weapons which are bent, and like weapons are a nightmare with Finecast obviously, but as long as the torso is okay and you can clean it up and get all the little mold things off, Finecast actually paints up quite nicely, because you can pick, like, there's a little bit of like damage underneath here, look, which you can pick out and paint up. Can't see because it's not in focused. There we go. So there's tiny little bits of damage on the bottom of the armour down there, and there's like a little cut in here, and yeah, the Finecast has just got a little bit of character to it, like all this has got like nicks and cuts in it, which you can exaggerate and paint up and add detail to. Over a, if this was plastic, that would all be completely flat. So you do get a little bit of character with Finecast. It's just a bit of hit and miss whether you get a really nice cast. And this was a really nice cast. This was an old one that I had years and years and years ago. And then looking at that homunculus, it looks like the torso, which is the main bit I want. The torso looks really clean as well. So we'll see how that works. But if all else fails, we'll just drop this one in. I'd rather not, though. I'd rather not have to drop that one in. But maybe he ends up being, because he's so big as well. Look how big he is. He's going to be fighting for attention. He does fit in there quite well. So we'll see. But today is Lilith Day. We're just sitting here painting Lilith. Yeah, the torso's nicer. I like the torso. He's not going to have his arms out, or he's not going to have his arms quite as far out in the final one. Reading Pantheon website. Nice, Heather! I'm doing a video this weekend about the Necromancer, like a top 5 abilities for the Necromancer. And then I'm going to do one on the Rogue as well, because I fucking love the Rogue. The Rogue is really, really cool, although I do need to get some levels on the Rogue. Yeah. Pantheon's excellent, Heather. It's really, really good. And it's coming to early access in December. So you can either wait and see what the prices and everything are for December, or you can pledge now at the cheapest level, which is $50. Play in 3 weeks' time, I think. You can play in 3 weeks' time, and then it opens up and everybody has access until... Hey Spike!
Good morning, elf friends.
Until early access, when we all kind of roll over to the early access servers. So it's up to you if you do want to play, which one of those you would like to do. Yeah, if you want to play, I think it's in. I think the if you pledge $50, that is a supporter access, and I think supporters get access in a week's time. They've been doing something called seasons, so every 6 weeks there's been a new season, and supporters get to play 1 week in the season, and this is the final season before early access. And then between this final season and early access, everybody who's already pledged just gets to play 24/7 until early access opens. Druids or Shaman? The Shaman in Pantheon is very good. Druids will be a class which comes in early access. So they are not in the game at the moment. They're going to be an early access edition. But Shaman, you'll love Shaman. Shamans are really good. Really strong. They can pivot their class and kind of flex their class in many different directions. That's awesome. See, I'm an influencer not only in Warhammer but also in MMOs. Spike is on the lurk. No worries, Spikey boy. Yeah, so there's a I'm gonna do a Necromancer top 5, and then I'll probably do a Rogue top 5 as well. I need to do a Rogue update video really, because it's my favourite class. Have you followed my other channel, Heather? Because I've put all my Pantheon videos on another channel so that YouTube didn't mess it up. Because if I put Pantheon on my main channel, none of my subscribers watch it. Therefore, YouTube doesn't go, oh well, this must be a video everybody needs to see, so we're not going to algorithm it to people, so just nobody sees it. So I've started a new channel and put them all on a new channel, and then it doesn't affect my old one. What size are the raids? Not confirmed yet. The raid that we did on the Spider, I think was a 24. I think we had 24 people, but they haven't confirmed raid sizes yet. Raid events are in game. They are going to be in game. They've already written a couple of them. But yeah, they haven't confirmed how big raids are. Groups are 6. And guilds are in now, which is great. Hendarian, what is it that gets your juicers going when you're doing Eldar stuff? Do you have to like, do you see new releases and go, oh, I need to paint that? Or do you have ideas in your head and you're like, well, I'll hit that idea, sort of thing? 72 like old times. Oh, yeah. So the only raids we've done at the moment are like community created ones. So just like loads of groups. Yeah. Plane of Time with 72 people. Yes, please. It is very good. I've been looking at the new graphics and spell effects and everything recently, and they're excellent. They're coming in this next patch, which will be cool to see. "72-man raid sounds like a special kind of hell." Mate, 72-man raids are amazing. 72 people trying to kill Quam. The 4-headed dragon. Pretty epic. You read 10-man raids? Bloody hell, we had more man raids in WoW, let alone EverQuest. You were a raid leader once. Once. I was raid officer. I was never a raid leader. But EverQuest was a different kind of thing. Like, everybody was like on it. Everybody knew exactly what they needed to do. Majors knew exactly how to piss off the tank. Yeah. Proper cool. Do need this bit to be the tricky thing with Lelith is that you tend to paint her like this. You tend to paint her like this, but you forget that she's like that. So everything's like facing down. So you've got to kind of adjust like this here. You've got to remember that this bit, when she's sitting upright, this bit here is like the bit that's facing the light. She's very easy to paint all the highlights in the wrong place. Do you like the other 3D model of Lelith? The other 3D model, I really like this one. The other 3D model, as in the Finecast one. To be honest, I like all the old Lelith models. I like the old Finecast one and the old metal one. I've got the old metal one. I think we started painting the old metal one on stream a while ago. I love this one. I think this one's gorgeous. So this is going to be, that's going to be under her hair here, so we can need to drop this a fraction. And we're back. Welcome back, dude. Welcome back. The only thing that worries me about playing Pantheon is the un-instant nature. I'm too cynical to expect griefers and douche lords everywhere. Honestly, there's been nothing. They said they are going to instance the raid stuff. Yeah, you can't really train because as soon as you hit the leash on the mob, it resets its aggro, so it just runs straight back to its spot, which is a bit weird. But like, hey, yeah, whatever. So you can't train people. But it's just the closest thing to EverQuest that I've played. And I was hooked on that game, absolutely hooked on that game, so I'm really enjoying it. No, like, I don't play computer games really, I don't get to play them. Because I'm always painting. But Pantheon I make time for, which is quite nice. Train to East Common Lands, yep. Yep. Train to East Common Lands. Young Kodiak's on me, help! What don't you like about this one, Val? Oh, I've got to try and keep focus. Right. So. What was the forest you never wanted to go into at night? Shit. There's one outside Guck. Can't think what it was called because you'd run all the way around the edge of it to get to Guck rather than go through the middle. Can't think. Fangorn. Fangorn Forest. If Lord Jer was in here, he'd know. However, he's not. Kithikor. Kithikor Forest. Was it Kithikor Forest? It was, wasn't it? It was Kithikor. Yes, I hated that zone. One of my favourite zones was the Oasis of Mar. Mainly for the wandering sand giant that you would hear the footsteps of and then see the silhouette of rising over the hills, rising over the sand dunes, and you'd be like, shit, and you'd be like, everybody would be like, sand giant, run away. Bearing in mind this was a zone where you would be about level 16-ish, maybe. around level 16, and the Sand Giant was like level 40. It would just like wander around, bum, 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 and then aggro for miles off and just like smack dead. You'd be like, shit. There's those all over EverQuest. It was so cool. Which is one of the few that played EQ2 instead of WoW. Oh, did you? I did play EQ2. I didn't play it for very long. I beta tested WoW. Beta tested WoW. But I didn't play EQ2 for very long, and then I just went back to EverQuest because EverQuest was so much better. It was just better. It was just better. City of Heroes was your first MMO. Then WoW, dabbled in EQ2, No Life, The Secret World, back to WoW, Private Servers, Classic. So EverQuest was my first. Then I played WoW. Then I played EQ2. Then I played Vanguard, Saga of Heroes. That was a bloody good game. But Sony ruined it. They released it too early. Really good game though. Then I played Warhammer Online, which was quite cool because I was the animation for an archer in that game, which was funky. Then I didn't play that for long. All of my friends played that for years though. I went and started being a tennis coach, so I had no time for computer games. And then things like Dungeons and Dragons Online, we played that for a little bit. But ultimately you just go back to EverQuest. Just keep going back to EverQuest. Original EverQuest is so good, and there is currently a kind of a progression server that people have got hold of, where as soon as you complete the content they open up the next patch and stuff, which is rather nice. So there are still thousands of people playing EverQuest, bearing in mind that it came out in 1999. It's kind of nuts. Drowned halfway from that, yeah. The bugs were shocking in Vanguard. And it was really disappointing because the game was brilliant. It had diplomacy, it had insane crafting. However, Heather, Pantheon is written by, well, it was started by same guy who wrote Vanguard and EverQuest, Brad McQuaid, who sadly passed away. But his vision and spirit lives on in Pantheon, and all the people who are working on it see that and try and keep its integrity alive, which is awesome. How do you not like this model? Who was it who said he didn't like this model? Was it Val? Bye, Brad. Nano. Salute. Model's gorgeous. I love this model. Right, I need to go and make another cup of tea. So I'm going to be back in a second. I'm going to make another cup of tea. Anybody want anything while I'm gone? I've always found it too pitched forward for me. Oh yeah. She is a little bit pitched forward, but I will just I will pitch her back slightly on the base. So she will be rather than pitch like that, she will be pitched slightly further back, which is a good thing about she'll still be on that, but this wraith bone will just be kind of bent a little bit further back. So she'll probably be something like that. Cornetto. Black coffee, 2 sweeteners. I used maple instead of sugar for an Earl Grey. Nice. Tristan. Definitely go get a cup of tea, Tristan. Tristan is... I fell out with Tristan this week because Tristan has made me like... well, Tristan and another person as well has made me agree to sort of like Luminaire Throne Lords. Right, back in a second, everybody, and then we'll do some more Lilith. Yeah, we'll definitely do some more Lilith. Lilith's gorgeous. I think her skin is looking much better now. Her skin isn't as yellow. We got rid of the horrible, sickly yellow just by glazing on some Bugman's Glow. Yeah, we've done that. I need to get elf flesh. I need to buy elf flesh. Right, anyway, I'm going to go make a cup of tea. See you in a sec. Yeah, delete. Don't delete Tristan. Delete Teclis. Don't delete Tristan. Tristan's fine. Tristan's fine. I've come to the realization that I just like elves, so it's fine. I'll catch you all in a second.
Subscribe to announce my 30-month streak resub, and he is not here.
Hey everybody, we're back. Hello Taria. Taria is in the house. And Shirato, thank you very much, dude. 30 months, man. Thank you very much. How's your day?
Moving this to Toyota would give Haas an improvement across the board in technical capacity, personnel, cost efficiency and speed of production. But it will take a while before TGR takes over more of what Dallara currently
Woofer.
For example, the chassis could probably not be built by TGR.
WFH day, so meh. What's WFH? W...
There has always been an
Working from home! Got it.
question about Haas, which is simply, is its
Why is it meh if you're working from home?
versus when it entered F1.
Happy Friday.
Always determine how much it could grow without a bigger change in how the team is composed, and Komatsu had the same concerns when he took over as team principal. But when he took charge at the start of 2024, having previously been in a senior engineering role based in Banbury when he wasn't trackside at every race, he felt that there were more immediate bottlenecks to resolve. For example, he thought the team's split locations were holding it back.
What's this then? Footy. This is an out of focus Lilith. Unless you can hear something, it's a YouTube video about Toyota, which popped up just as I sat back down. I was like, that's what I was watching before I hit. Before I came back.
sign of
But I didn't
other
think it was
bottlenecks
fair
being
for me to sit here and watching it. You can hear the background noise, damn it. Okay, I'll stop.
Well with its extremely dependent and
There you go. You just have the music. Yeah, it was it's a YouTube video about Toyota coming back to Formula 1. Even though they say it's not a comeback. We're not coming back to Formula 1 because my stomach is also a tad upset. No! Are you painting orcs yet, Tobes? Tobes. Tobes. Toby's painting orcs. He's painting orcs. He's painting orcs. Toby's painting orcs. He's 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 painting orcs. Toby's painting orcs. He's painting orcs. Toby's painting orcs. He's painting orcs. He's painting orcs. Oh, Toby's painting orcs. Painting orcs. Diablo still in the zone. Got my cryptic cabin box today and it was a single gut ripper. Nice. Soul's gonna paint some orcs. Soul's painting orcs as well as Tobes. Tobes is painting orcs. Or Tobes isn't painting orcs because he's being lazy playing Diablo. In the zone. Tobes is in the zone. Are you going to be painting some orcs, Tobes? Or are you just going to play Diablo all day? So the cryptic cabin thing is you have to paint an orc with 3 colours, is that right? Did you get sent the paints as well? It's like here you have to paint this orc with these 3 paints. depending on what paints you get, you can mix bloody anything. Should be painted but not got the energy, still got an annoying cold. Not got the energy, but can go tick 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 and kill things in Diablo. That's quitter's talk, that is, Tobes. Who's that? Sarah, thank you very much. Thank you for the follow. How you doing? 3 paints, a brush, a gut ripper, and a little sachet of coffee for 30 quid. Fucking hell. Nice, dude. What paints did you get? It's the last day of my week, so I'm doing as little as possible. Bee Snagger boys or Squig Hog boys, and you got a gut ripper. Gut ripper's cool though. Oh no, hang on. Gut ripper's the Cruel Boys one, isn't it? Yeah. AK. Deep yellow, ruby and blue green. Are they always AK paints? AK are...
Back again, smiley face.
Hey Eggy, how you doing, man? AK are a bit of a shit company in my view because they used number of times they've used Holocaust stuff to advertise their products in campaigns and things, so I do not promote or support AK stuff. They did a pretty shitty promotional campaign. Yeah, it's that company. They released a. The latest thing they did was they released an armor book, a color scheme armor book for all the Russian tanks in the Ukraine war. I'm like, okay. So now you're just going to make money out of that. Anyway, been very busy. That's all right. Oh, nice. I just saw you a couple of weeks ago at the Warhammer World Tournament. Nice one, Eggy. Yeah, you should have done. That's all right. That was a good weekend, that was. That was some good fun. That was some good fun. Read any of the art of books? What do you mean? What art of books? Like the art of orcs or something? Is there a load of books I've missed? Oh, the art of Tommy Soul. I haven't actually. No, I've not. I've not read any of those. There's a few of my friends who have been featured in them. Like Sam Lenz has had one. Obviously, Tommy Soul's had one. But no, I've not read any of them. I don't know what they're like. I don't know what angle the books are taken. Oh, the War Art of the Duel. I don't know whether they're teaching. I think they're more. I think they're more. Oh, what's it called? Gallery-esque. It's like showing all their work. I don't know whether there's probably like little comments from them as like, oh, okay, concentrate on your brush strokes or something. But I think they're more. I think they are more gallery based. So Tommy Sowell has a book himself that he wrote for teaching. So that wouldn't surprise me. Whiskey making cheese bases. Whiskey, the bases look really cool, dude. Is that the camera gone? We can get the battery swapped over for you. Are you coaching tonight, Sol? Come at 4:30. Almost got my next cow. What's the other cow, Tristan? How many? What are you doing? A different pose? What's happening? I wonder if there's a better head for the cow that makes the cow look cool. Because like a massive big walking hammer thing is awesome. It looks kind of cool. I don't particularly like the mountains on the shoulder pads. So you'd have to remove the mountains and then change the head, and then maybe they'd look cool. In my eyes. Obviously Tristan loves them. I'd have to have a look at the sprue. Remove the cow, the mountain, the elf, keep the hammer, add a Primaris Redemptor!
By the way, Christopher, do you have Tiny Marathi, or Big Marathi, or both?
I've got Big Marathi, and if you remember, I turned Tiny Marathi into Old World Marathi. So I would have to re-buy Tiny Marathi, but I do have Big Marathi. Big Marathi is cool Marathi, yes. Should we get Big Marathi out? Should we get Big Marathi out for a bit? Should we have a look at Big Marathi? Give me a second. Let me go get Big Marathi, and then we can get excited about painting Big Marathi. Said she was just off to the side. Now, she's pretty much still on sprue. However, we have... Oh, she's so gorgeous. She's so gorgeous. We have her head. And the snakes. There we go. She just awesome. Ah, she's just awesome, isn't she? So, we've got a little bit of tacky substance in her head to enable us to paint the snakes separately, for instance. And I think we should do her true metallic as well, because there's a lot of non-metallic out there at this kind of level, and there isn't a lot of true metallic out there at this kind of level. So I think it would be really cool to do her true metallic, which is so fucking cool. So we can do a gold headdress. Definitely do a gold headdress. And then awesome freaky snakes. Pose the other cow similar to Lelith, pouncing off a rock. Big Morathi is cool Morathi. She's not big, she's just big boned. Mom, can't see TV. Scary, you guys, I'm going home. So it's a perfect join, absolutely perfect join. So we can just paint her head, and we can just paint her snakes, and then we can glue them together, and then we can put them on her body, and then we can do her wings. Now, what do we freehand on the wings? Because we've got to freehand something on the wings. Do we just freehand Cain's symbol on the wings? We probably just freehand Cain's symbol on the wings, don't we? Because she's got runes on her snake body. So she's got runes down here, look, on her snake body. So we can put these runes on the wings. I'm going to bounce and make some lunch. No! See you later, dude. Just do Big Daddy Cain. Have we introduced Morathi to Fulgrim? I think it's been done. Yeah, I think it's been done. But now, unless you mean narratively, in which case no. If you mean as a model, I think it's been done. Somebody got Morathi's snake body and put the Slaanesh demon prince dude, Sigvald, on it to create Fulgrim. So yeah, that's the wing, isn't it? That's the main wing. So that wing there, we could just do runes all over it, and then the other wing is cut up into different parts. There aren't actually that many parts, are there? And then the other thing is, what do you do about the pillar? Because you've clearly got to have her snake body wrapped around something. But what do you wrap it around? What do you wrap it around? I mean, the pillar's pretty damn cool. But you have to have her Fulgrim should be Malarian. Fulgrim and Marathi in a snake love embrace. Wouldn't it be perfection? Fulgrim should be Malarian's new stepdad. I mean, imagine Malarian coming out and oh. Right, okay, so I need to get Marathi done, don't I? I need to have a Marathi so that I can then have a Malarian, don't I? For when they do Malarian. It just has to happen, doesn't it? Now, the interesting thing is, when you do her, when you put the snake together, you've got these little bits which are cut out. You've got these little bits that are cut out from the pillar. So what you could do is you could put the snake together, you could sculpt a pillar, and then squash the snake bits into the pillar to create the gaps. So you could create any pillar that you wanted. But I do just like that pillar. I think that pillar's cool. You just need to have it in context of something else. And she's on a tiny base, isn't she? She's only not, look how small her base is. She's not on a massive base. She's just on a tiny, tiny wee base. Which is rather interesting. And we do need to give her, I think we need to give her a larger spear. I think that spear's a bit tiny. So I think we need to give her a nice, big, ornate spear. But other than that, I think she's gorgeous. Just simply beautiful. Wow. Hey, Spike. Beautiful. So yeah, if they are going to do Malarian, I'm going to have a Marathi ready, aren't I? So I can have Marathi, Malarian, Daughters of Cain, Umbraneth. Very pretty. Ouch. So there we go. That's the wing. Now, do we do the runes on the back, don't we? So we do freehand runes on the back. Cut into the there's a funny line there. There's a funny seam line there. That's weird. Yeah, we've got to do cut-in runes on the back, haven't we? And you would probably do rough highlights, blend it together, rough highlights, blend it together, neat highlights, and then the runes. Back to Lurk. Oh, okay, I'll put Marathi to one side then while you're on Lurk. But yeah, definitely a thing. Right, so. See you, Sol. Have a good evening, mate. Finished building a squad on leash card today. Nice one. Sword and shield. Sword and shield, nice. Seems the best choice for current meta and long term. Yeah, they're usually, as Necrons, you usually need things that can survive. And in the 40k meta, generally, the meta tends to shift back around to things that can survive, which is where like the Terminators and everything sort of start coming back in again. So, Leash Guard with a short sword and board tends to be the best loadout for that sort of thing. The rotation of things happen. Plus shields are cool, yeah, that's also true. Mine in particular, because mine are the smaller ones. We haven't had Tari in chat today. I was going to show her Marathi. Dark Elder have come a long way since 3rd. Yes, they have. They really have. Didn't realise before the tutorials are the same as Prue. Really? Yep, same as Prue, and nobody builds them because they've never been good. They were good in one build once that nobody used. Sorry, I keep refreshing eBay just to see if the guys accepted my offer. It was a really cheeky offer, so I doubt it. But thought Terrans were taller, but I guess it's just the back hoops. Yeah. Yeah. I think we're going to need some Lamian medium for this, for these glazers, otherwise it just starts going a little bit. Let's get some Lamian medium out. Just start getting coffee stains. Just start getting coffee stains with it. Whereas if you use Lamian medium, you haven't got that. You haven't got the water. battery's gone again. I'm going to have to finish up soon anyway and go and get some food. So battery backflip. Yeah, this has this. We haven't got long left on. Haven't got long left on this battery either. Are you going to paint those Praetorians? Target? Stop buying the Void Dragon. Sweet. I am going to clean up Morathi's wings tonight, and we will give Morathi's wings a prime and have a think about the base. I've got a load of Sigmar ruins on sprue. So we'll have a play around and see if they even remotely match the column that is on Morathi's sprue. No, we'll catch you later. See you later, Target. Have a good one, dude. I'm going to go do some chips in a second. Just trying to get this looking cool. This side is sort of fucked up. We might have to go back and address that. Right, let's go make some dinner then. There we go. So we've got a little bit more rich on the red on these two. We've started the true metallic on the sword. This side looks much better because we did this side with water, and we've got a little bit of coffee stains, a little bit of coffee staining going on. So we'll probably have to give that a bit of a touch up. But this side is starting out okay. Yes, we will definitely raid Jan. I have seen that he is on. I am going to clean up Marathi's wing after some dinner. I'll see how that joins together after dinner as well, and we can do some Marathiing stuff. But they're looking pretty cool. This sword is going to be awesome to start painting. Yeah. Also, I got quite cross with somebody on Twitter. If anybody wants to go, and see my replies on my profile. Yeah, this is just looking stunning, isn't it? That's gonna look fab. It's just gonna look fab. Right. I will set up raid and send you over. Thanks very much, everybody, for hanging out. I will probably not be on tomorrow, so the next stream will probably be Monday. But I am planning on doing a Pantheon video tomorrow, so I'll record a Pantheon video tomorrow. There's no football tomorrow to watch, so I will probably do a Pantheon video tomorrow. So if anybody is following my Pantheon account, but you can pop on there and have a watch at that. And I will send you some Marathi updates on Discord.